What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to the NCPL Season 4. This is Week 9. We are going up against Max, coach of Gotlandish Gogoats. He is a friend of mine and a super difficult opponent. I'm really looking forward to battling him because, of course, I like a good challenge. And at the same time, I'm super nervous. I'm really afraid of his team. He's been playing really well, been building really well. He's got a great team in general. So this is a pretty big match. And he's got the challenge. All good to go, so we'll accept. If you haven't seen the team builder, please do check that out because there's a lot of thought that went into this team. It's a really difficult team to prep for, but nevertheless, let's see what he brought. Okay, so no Venusaur is a surprise. I'm not surprised about Weavile. I'm not surprised about Florges. Pert's the Rocker. He might have Scarf, Talonflame. Thank you, Sam, for making me alert to that option to deal with Volcarona. Rotom Wash is pretty difficult for my team to deal with, but it seems doable. It seems doable, is what I'll say. I will say, at this point... Oh, thanks, Lizzie. You see the Let's Go Midnight that joined. But all the Psychic and all of that prep is completely not, given that none of his Mons are weak to Psychic. So, Psychic on Volcarona, Psychic on Porygon 2, Reuniclus, Acrobatics on Gliscor. All of it is just not really that useful. That said, it hits a lot of his mons neutrally that I wouldn't be able to otherwise, so it's not, I guess, the biggest waste. But, yeah, I think the first thing I want to do is set up my rocks and activate my Gliscor's Toxic Orb. He didn't bring Conkeldurr. I guess it would be somewhat redundant with Weavile, but I should probably open up the Calc. That's a good thing to have ready. Okay, so what's a good lead here? Volcarona has a lot of potential, as anticipated. Scissor's not a bad lead. Once Weavile's gone, Reuniclus can sweep. I do think I want to lead Gliscor and get my rocks, though. As he leads Rotom Wash. Should have seen it coming. So that's less than ideal. He might not want to get this Toxic. I bet he's a Cleric, Aromatherapy Florges, if I had to guess. He could Volt Switch here. He's probably just going to Will-O-Wisp or Hydro. How much does my Reuniclus take? Good old Yaoyorozu. If this is a defensive Rotom, I don't take too much from Wisp. He could Volt Switch, and then that would be scary because he could go into Weavile, but I don't think he's going to Volt Switch here. I'm going to go Reuniclus, as he probably Wisps. As he goes for Toxic, nice because we are Magic Guard. And now what I can do, as he probably Volt Switches, yeah, so he knows I'm Magic Guard now. Darn it, I don't have a good way to hit this thing hard. I really don't. I could go into Toxapex here. I don't know if he's going to go for Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, or Thunderbolt. That's the tough part. I think he's going to go for Volt Switch. I'm really shocked he went for Toxic, now that I think about it. I could have just stayed in with my Gliscor. What did he anticipate? He probably anticipated Porygon 2. That's probably what he anticipated. If he Volt Switches, how much is my Toxapex taking? Still a decent amount. It's not very comfortable. He could be dual status. He's brought that before. My Scizor doesn't exactly take Hydro Pump too well. This is why I wanted to bring Shaman, but I couldn't fit it on the team. I just couldn't do it. But I definitely don't want to keep this thing in, because Weavile could just come in and obliterate me. Although I technically live a banded knockoff, but my only thing to hit it with is Thunder, so I don't want to risk that. What if he has Pursuit? It does a hefty amount, not ridiculous amount though. I think I'll just Psychic as he Volt Switches. Okay. What's he gonna go into here? I wonder if he's gonna go Hard Weavile right away. He's probably got Florges for this. He goes Talonflame. Interesting. That thing did not take that well at all, in my opinion. Why is he going into Talonflame? Also, he didn't bring a Zmon. He has no Z moves available. So... is he gonna taunt? I wouldn't be surprised if he brought a taunt like Stallbreaker Talonflame. Let me run some calcs. That's the first thing I should do. So Rotom did how much? Did about 25%, 25.5. So he's got to have a little bit of special attack investment, it seems, on his Rotom. Let's see, offensive Talonflame takes 65 to 77 from my Psychic, which means he's got some HP, which isn't too surprising, at the very least, given speed tiers and all. He might just go Banded U-turn into Weavile here. I'm gonna go Pex. Oh, he just Roosts. I'm really shocked. Now the question is he taunt or not? Is he like taunt Will-O-Wisp? I want a Toxic. I'm gonna try Toxing, but he's taunt. Okay, yeah, that's not surprising by any means. At least I know he's not like Banded U-turn at this point. Roost and Taunt. What does he go into here? Potentially Rotom? I'll Scald. He might Acrobatics here. No, he's not gonna Acro. He's got leftovers. He's gotta risk something getting burnt here, as he goes into potentially Rotom Wash. I'm surprised he stayed into Roost. Yeah, there's the Willow. I'm not too surprised. That did a lot. That was a crit, obviously. But man, that did a lot of damage. That means without a crit, it's probably doing like 44%. Which means I can Infestation this and probably beat it 1v1. So he's now trapped and he's going to be taking 12% at the end of each turn. He needs to choose between taunting and maybe damaging me now. I'll Scald again as he probably taunts. Oh, he Brave Birds. I'm shocked. So he's got to Roost this turn. Otherwise, we'll go down to the next Scald. And now I can Toxic him. Oh, darn it, Max. That's good on your part. That's good on your part. Let's see here. I'll Scald again. Because he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's gonna be freed from the infestation soon though. Wasn't that turn. So I'll click Scald again. Keep him nice and low. My taunt should end this turn as well. He's also risking a potential Scald crit like the first time, which would knock him out. I did reveal my Infestation set, but he's also playing relatively aggressively, which is worth noting. He should be freed from the Infestation this turn. Yeah. So my taunt wore off. I think I'll just go for Infestation again. Because at this point, I still get back to full HP from just switching out things to Regenerator. As he goes into Pert. Alright, cool. So we get some chip damage on that thanks to Infestation. And we know he can't switch out, which is really nice. So does he go for EQ or does he go for Scald? I'm not 100% sure. I don't have a lot to hit this too hard. He might just go for Rocks. He might just go for Rocks. I don't take Earthquake too well. Let's see here. So defensive Earthquake is doing 41 to 49%. Do I want to Toxic this? I do want to keep this healthy, that's for sure. How much did my Infestation do? 2%. If he were an offensive, I don't know, banded set, it would probably do 3%. What a funny little difference. But even if he were max attack Adamant Swampert, he would do 67% max. I'm gonna Toxic as he probably recovers. Or not recovers, or gets up his rocks. So nice. I'm glad that we have some chip on this. He's going to take Infestation damage and Toxic damage. He's guaranteed to take Toxic damage next turn as well. Now I'll switch out as he probably Scalds. He'll probably Scald here. Honestly, if Scizor gets burnt, it's not too big of a deal. So I'll probably do that, and I can defog pretty indefinitely on him as he Scalds. Which is fine, it's a good play on his part. Like I said, I'm okay if I get burnt even, so that's fine by me. I might get up Rocks. He's not in Torrent yet. He doesn't have reliable recovery. I could U-turn here. And go back into Pex probably. Yeah, that's what I'll do. As he goes into Celesteela, I can... Let me check real quick here. I should have done this beforehand. But, I don't think Celesteela gets Rock Slide. I don't think so. It gets Hidden Power Rock if he wants to do that. It does get Rock Slide, RIP, and Smackdown and Stone Edge. So it's not as easy... there's the music for this match. As easy of a setup as I anticipated. So I can't just go straight into it. I don't know what kind of a Celesteela he is. I think what we'll do is we'll go into Volcarona, and we'll scout for the Rock Slide. If he has it, okay, he's a leftovers set, which is worth noting. If he has it, he's definitely going to go for it now. Which is why I'll scout by going into my Gliscor. Because he probably goes into Talonflame, or Florges, or Rotom. And I want to get my Toxic Orb activated, so I'll scout for the potential Rock Slide. It's still too early to set up, because Florges is healthy. He's got to calculate whether or not he lives in Inferno Overdrive. He stays, or he doesn't go out. Interesting. So we get our Toxic Orb activated. Wait. Oh no. Oh, I'm not Poison Heal. Oh, I forgot. I put Black Sludge on this instead of Toxic Orb. No, that's not what I wanted. Aw, you've got to be kidding me. The question is, would Max be okay? Dang. Oh, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. I really hope Max is okay with restarting, because that's a big deal. That's a big deal. This was supposed to be a status immunity and supposed to have reliable recovery. Rather than lose 12% each turn. I wonder if Max is cool with replaying up to this point. It'd be a bit of a hassle, but I don't think it'd be impossible. Yeah, it's like sucky, and it is my fault. I thought I checked over the team. I guess it just in nerves I didn't see it. I guess it's up to Max in this case. But it would really suck. It would really suck if he's like, nah, it's your fault, we gotta keep playing. I know we both have the time, at the very least. Would it be difficult to recreate? Honestly, probably not too difficult. I think the only thing we'd have to worry about is PP, but I don't plan on PP stalling anything, so just need to poison. That would be against what I wrote in the rules, but I guess. I think it would undermine the idea of having a battle against me if my Gliscor is the wrong item and is losing health instead of gaining health each turn. And that would be frustrating for me in the sense that it wouldn't represent like an actual like full-flown battle against him. And I would have a like stupid, completely unnecessary handicap on my side. But yeah, I guess if it is in the rules that there's no replaying or something like that, it's up to Max. So turns out he wasn't even recording his audio, so we'll have to redo it, so I think it's for the best. Alright, then so I'll be back when we're back at this turn, and hopefully with a Toxic Orb, poisoned Gliscor, and then we can work from there. Alright, so here we are. It's we're back to where we were. The only differences are his Talonflame is like 20-25% healthier than before, and that's really kind of it. Maybe my Scizor took like slightly more damage, but it's not too big of a deal. Just didn't get the crit on Talonflame with the Scald, but honestly that shouldn't have been there in the first place, so I'd rather have it this way. And yeah, now we've got our activated Toxic Orb, which is really nice. He could Roost here, he could Taunt here. I think what I'm going to want to do is go into my... I kind of want to go back into my Toxapex. Potentially trap this thing again. He's probably just going to Taunt here if I had to guess. I could Acro. I'm not sure I want to reveal Acro just yet though. I think I'll go into my Toxapex here. As he goes Celesteela. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well I'm gonna go... I scouted, I don't think he has Rock Slide, right? I could try and Scald Burn. Infestation, I don't really like any of that though. I kinda wanna go Reuniclus here. I need to figure out what kind of a Celesteela he is. Doesn't seem like he has a rock move. He's leftovers, so he's probably a bulkier set, which is pretty consistent. He could be running EQ. How much would EQ do to me? How How much would a defensive Earthquake do? Defensive Earthquake is doing 25 to 30. How much is offensive, like, Adamant Earthquake doing? Adamant max attack Earthquake is doing 42% max. I can afford to Scald here if I want to fish for a burn. He might just Leech Seed. He might just Leech Seed. He's either gonna Leech Seed or Earthquake in my, if I had to guess. I want to Scald and get a burn. Or I could recover here. I think I'll recover. He's Substitute. That's not good. He is Substitute. He's probably Substitute, Leech Seed, Protect. Something like that. Oh man, this seems like it just got a lot stallier. That's for sure. Alright, well, I guess we'll see if he's Celestial doesn't get boosting moves outside of Autotomize. I don't think there's a lot he can really straight up kill. Gets Autotomize, maybe Flame Charge if he wants to go that route. Heavy Slam, you know, Giga Drain. It could be something that reduces my... Actually no, Smart Strike, Tackle, Toxic, Wyguard. Yeah, he can't exactly boost, so... I kind of want to scout what he has. Let's see if he has Leech Seed or not. I'll go for Infestation. At this point, I take an EQ, or, you know, if he wants to heal up with Leech Seed, that's cool, because whenever I switch out, I'll still get 33% HP back, so it's not like it really hurts me. Yeah, so he's Sub, Seed, and maybe Protect. That's totally cool. Wasn't planning on PP stalling at all, but here we are. He's Sub, Seed, and probably Protect. Now I'll go Reuniclus. And we're gonna be switching around a lot, guys. We're gonna be switching around a lot. This is part of why I have Reuniclus. I want that Magic Guard. And now, because we anticipate the potential, what's it called? He might be running Flamethrower as one of his moves for Scizor, so I want to be careful of that. We can go back into Toxapex on the potential Weavile. So he goes for Air Slash. Okay, so we're figuring out more and more about this set. We can fire off another Infestation. He's probably Air Slash and Flamethrower if I had to guess. He's trying to flinch me, but it's not too big of a deal. I've got Recovers. Dang, this is annoying. But it's not the end of the world. I guess the flinch actually helps in that I didn't use an Infestation PP. What a mindset. So his Air Slash, let's see how much he's doing. How much is his Air Slash doing to me? What can I figure out about this Celesteela? His Air Slash did 21 and then 23%. So maybe he has... Or no, he's not Adamant then. He's probably like, I don't know, Old or something like that. So he's probably got minimal special attack investment, if at all. Which is worth noting. So I could go Porygon 2, I could go back into Reuniclus. How much is Reuniclus taking from this? Because I could potentially set up on it. It's not taking a lot. It takes a decent amount from Heavy Slam though. I'll go back into Reuniclus. As he goes for Air Slash, we take 24%, which is not bad at all. I'm gonna go back into Toxapex here. I don't have a... As long as Weavile exists, I don't have a reliable way of breaking through this thing. There's the Heavy Slam. So now we know. Now we know what he's got. Heavy Slam, and how much did that Heavy Slam do? It did 11.8% to my Toxapex. $11.8, so he doesn't have much attack. Yeah, so he's probably all defensive. leftovers, HP, defense, or SPDEF. I don't know the distribution there, but he has no attack investment. Yeah, I can fire off an infestation here as he leech seeds. He misses. It's fine. I mean, it's just to do damage to me if anything. And it'll do what, like 12% at the end of the turn. I can switch out then. I can go back and forth between Gliscor and Reuniclus. I'll probably go back and forth between Toxapex and Gliscor if anything. Well, at least I know his full set at this point. Oh, we get the infestation! We get the infestation! Nice! So he tried to catch the Reuniclus, which is exactly what I was planning for. I don't think Weavile gets Fire Punch. This is something I had been reminding myself to scout for over and over, but no, he does not get Fire Punch. So Scizor is a really safe switch in here. I don't exactly want to get knocked off. I'm curious as to what set he is. He's definitely gonna click knockoff. Banded knockoff does 44% to me, max. So yeah, I'll go Scizor here. As he goes for knockoff, that does 27, so he is Life Orb. That is a very Life Orb Weavile. Oops, I should... Let me pick Life Orb. So, knockoff... ooh, that did not do anywhere near as much as I anticipated. Knockoff did 26.5%. Jolly Life Orb Weavile, it's showing me that should do 32 to 38. Is he a bulkier Weavile? I'm confused. I'll Roost. As he potentially goes for a crit there. But yeah, I can safely Roost here. I definitely want to keep this thing healthy. So if he wants to go to Rotom Wash here, or... Oh, is he going for the flinch? Nice, let me get back to full. So what I can do now is probably U-turn, given he knows that I can Bullet Punch now, so if he's going to save this, he's going to U-turn out now. Yeah, exactly. And the closer Weavile is to gone, the better. I'm surprised when I was in with Gliscor last time, he didn't try and taunt my Gliscor. Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Brave Bird, and Roost. I can go back into Pex if I want to. I can go into Reuniclus. But Weavile's still running around. How much is Acrobatics doing? I don't want to reveal that I'm Acrobatics yet. But I actually don't even anticipate really getting knocked off at this point. How much is Talonflame taking from my Gliscor's Acrobatics when I don't have them, when I still have my item? Not a lot. I could go Reuniclus here and throw off a Thunder, but I don't want to reveal that I have that just yet. I could go Pex. Could bait the Brave Bird. They can take a little bit of damage. Nah, I don't want to do that. I think I'll just go back into Pex here. Because he might even die from a Scald. He might even die from Scald. So I'm just going to Scald here. As he goes into Florges. Okay, so I can actually beat this thing 1v1. So I'm going to... He outspeeds me. So if he has Aromatherapy, he's going to go for it. So I'm going to Toxic first and then Infestation. As he goes back into this thing. He goes back into Celesteela. Alright. Let the games begin. I'm going to go into my... This is no right being as intense as it is. Yeah, I mean, he can sub up if he wants to. That's fine by me. I'm gonna go into Gliscor. And get up my rocks. If he wants to Leech Seed, if he wants to Air Slash, he can scout what kind of a Gliscor I am, but I'm not gonna take much damage. And yeah. He's probably Defog Florges then. That's his only Defogger. Ooh, and now Talonflame cannot switch in. And I'm back at full HP, so now I'm gonna go back into Toxapex. It sucks, but as long as I don't have Switch Initiative on this Celesteela, it can set up with a sub and Leech Seed and do that all day. So if I don't have Volcarona already in or Uniclus already in and ready to go with Thunder, then I can't break through it, and my only way of beating it is not dying. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. How much is Air Slash doing to Gliscor? Sorry to all of you watching that are hoping for a really thrilling battle, but you know, this is just kind of how it ends up sometimes. Air Slash does a little bit more to Gliscor than I'd like. I can throw off an Infestation here as he goes for Leech Seed that misses again, which sucks. But it's not the end of the world. I'll go back into Gliscor here as he probably tries to Leech Seed again. Maybe Air Slashes. Either way, I have Roost. He can set up with this, as in set up a Substitute and Leech Seed all day, but between all of my reliable recovery, I'm able to take this on really well. I'll go back into Pex. Oh, he might be Defog Rotom. That's very possible, if not probable, actually. He's probably Defog Rotom, now that I think about it. As he goes into Swampert. Interesting. Is he gonna get up his own rocks? I can knock this thing out by going for Infestation. Yeah, he gets up his own rocks, which is really cool. So, this Swampert is dead. Because it's stuck in next turn, and it's going to take 18%. So, I'm going to go into... What do I want to go into here? I can just click Recover if I want to. I think that's what I'm going to do. Aw, darn it, I outspeed him. He went for Roar. No, and he roars me into Volcarona of all things. Of all things to roar me into. He roars me into Volcarona. That is not what I anticipated at all. That's really funny. That's really funny. So, max speed Rotom... Huh? Why does it outspeed me? I thought I speed crept that. I guess I might not have. So that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. He's probably going to defog here if I had to guess. He's probably going to defog. Darn it. Darn it. I think my my Z-Bug might actually knock him out. Yeah, Savage Spinout should knock him out, so I'm actually going to go for that right away. He could be Scarf, Hydro, or something like that if he wants to be, but this should knock him out. Yeah. So, goodbye, Rotom Wash. The only thing that Savage Spinout was going to be good for outside of Rotom was Florges, and I don't really need that. As he goes into Weavile, he can try and Pursuit me here. That would be a good play on his part. Pursuit probably knocks me out. We said he is Life Orb. Pursuit doesn't knock me out if he stays in. Or if I stay in. If I switch out though, he'll knock me out with Pursuit. It's a tough situation, really. That's the question. And does he pursuit or not? Honestly, I think he pursuits here because he doesn't even really need it that much at this point. He doesn't really need... He doesn't really need Weavile too much. I don't think. I'm gonna call him on the pursuit. Yes! Yes! We get the play right, and we knock out Weavile. We get the play right. So Volcarona putting in work, doesn't even need to quiver up and gets 2 kills. I'm really glad that I calced for the Savage Spin Out to knock out Rotom Wash. So this might be the Defogger. Either way, I definitely go Pex here. I definitely go Pex. As he goes for Moonblast, that does 15%. How much is that doing? To my Toxapex. Okay, so this doesn't look to be a special attack invested one. I can, I'll Infestation here first. As he goes Celesteela. Oh, you awfully familiar. So he can set up, I kind of want to defog away the rocks and then get them back up. I think that's going to be my first priority. He might Leech Seed right away, he might Substitute right away, I'm not 100% sure, but he Leech Seeds again and misses. That sucks for him because he'd be back at full health now. I'm going to defog now because he'll probably stay into Leech Seed. He might go into Talonflame right away. No, he can't go Talonflame right now. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. So I'll defog away the rocks. His rocker is dead, like for good, and mine is not. So I can U-turn. I don't fear an Air Slash too much. I'll go Gliscor right away. As he goes for Air Slash. Ooh, that crit hurts. That crit hurts. I will, if he gets another crit, he can knock me out. I don't think it's likely. I'll Roost here as he goes Florges. Why does he go Florges every time? How much is HP Ice Florges doing? I don't think it's doing much. I live any hit from this. He could be trying to start a Calm Mind. I'm gonna get my rocks as he goes for Wish. So Talonflame is dead. Talonflame is never coming back unless this Florges has Defog, and it might. But I'm just gonna go back into Toxapex as he sacks Talonflame, so he can go into Celesteela potentially. I think at this point it's looking really good for us. I think we win this one because he can't break through our defenses with Celesteela. Yeah, he's pretty much got a substitute here. We can just go for Infestation and we lock him in. In the end, he's definitely still healing up. But yeah, between Infestation and all these other things, we're doing alright. He goes for Leech Seed again, we'll go for Infestation again. It's kind of sucky that this is what it comes down to, but like, there's no doubt that this has been really high level play throughout the whole thing. I'll go Reuniclus here on the potential Air Slash or the double Leech Seed. Gets a crit. I'll just recover here as he potentially sets up a substitute. Yeah. So we're back at full HP, and now Do I start Calm Minding, potentially? He's got a substitute, so... He's got a Heavy Slam here, or Air Slash. Leech Seed. It's fine, he'll regain HP bit by bit, but... He can't status me, so I can actually go Porygon 2 here. Yeah, and that's going to be doing nothing, and I can start firing off Thunderbolts. As he sets up Seeds, which is fine. At this point, like, I can just keep clicking Thunderbolt. I know he doesn't have Protect. He might Air Slash. Sets up another Substitute. Air Slash did 12%, so I'm not fearing it too much. He's probably going to Air Slash here if I had to guess. I'll go back into Pex. As he goes for Heavy Slam. Interesting, interesting. I'll go for another Infestation. This thing is going to run out of Leech Seeds soon. He's only got 5 left, I think. So he's going to get back to full HP, but between Reuniclus and Porygon 2, we should be alright. I'll go back into Porygon 2. I want to recover. And force him to go for Leech Seed again for more recovery, though he doesn't really need to. Air Slash did 14. We'll recover. We outspeed him. That's surprising. So now we can click Thunderbolt again. As he goes for Leech Seed. We do outspeed him. I'm surprised by that, admittedly. So we can click Thunderbolt again. See, sets up another Substitute. This is just kind of how it has to go. We can Thunderbolt a few more times. I think we do eventually beat this thing 1v1, but especially given he's almost out of Leech Seeds, which is his reliable way of, you know, getting recovery and doing damage to me, really. We also have a chance of parrying him every 10% chance every time we go for Thunderbolt. Now I can click Recover a couple times. So that's fine by me. And we'll be back at full HP soon, so will he, ironically. But yeah, we're sitting pretty comfortable at this amount of HP. We can get rid of these Leech Seed, this Leech Seed by going back into Toxapex. We can go back into Porygon 2, and then we can start clicking Thunderbolt again. Break his sub, force him to go for Leech Seed, really, because, you know, Heavy Slam's doing, what, like 20-ish%? 28. It's like, you know, a formidable amount of damage. Leech Seed, cool. I just want him to go for more and more Leech Seeds. Now we'll switch back out into Toxapex. There he goes for Heavy Slam, which is fine. Now I feel more comfortable going for Scalds, because now I feel comfortable with the amount of PP I have, is basically what I'm saying. We could get a burn. Oh, we get the burn. That was the perfect timing to get the burn. Perfect timing to get the burn. And we get the Infestation set up too. So that's pretty nice. We will be getting it. There's so much after each turn status going on. It's like a paragraph every turn. We'll go back into Porygon 2 now. He's only got 1 Leech Seed left. And now we can start clicking Thunderbolt again. That does 32%. That's his final Leech Seed. So what I'm going to want to do this turn is recover here and get to a healthy amount of HP. That way I don't risk getting 2-hit KO'd by 2 Heavy Slam crits on switch-in, even though I do outspeed now that I think about it. I can go back into Toxapex on the Air Slash, and he does not have Leech Seed anymore. So we can go for Infestation here, and he flinches us, which is, you know, less than ideal, but not the end of the world, because we live 2 air slashes unless one of them is a crit. We get infestation damage off, which is nice. He could crit us here, he could flinch us, so I'm going to go into Porygon 2 to play it safe. Now I can click Recover, because he can't even Leech Seed me at this point. And now we click Thunderbolt a couple times, and we should be able to beat this 1v1 pretty easily. And then when Florges comes in, we can Toxic it. So next turn is when he will die to a Thunderbolt, so I want to make sure I'm at as healthy of an HP as possible, so that if this thing were to start setting up Calm Minds, I can do so pretty comfortably. Now we click Toxic. Moonblast comes out, and the Toxic is, at this point, pretty much going to seal the deal. We'll go for Psychic just to show what our set is, per se. Potentially get a Spadef drop. That's exactly why I went for it. We'll go for Toxic again. He outspeeds us, which is worth noting. We'll Toxic again. I did anticipate an Aromatherapy, what's it called, Florges. He does have Wish, so this might be a little bit as well, but what I'm actually going to do is go into my Toxapex now and go for Infestation. That'll speed up the process, because he's going to be forced to go for Aromatherapy, and when he does that, he's going to have to, actually, I'm going to Recover first in case he has Psyshock. He doesn't. He gets a special attack drop, but that's not going to really matter. And yeah, this is definitely a good game. It's a 6-0, but honestly, this was a really tense match. Like, there was a lot going on every single turn. Mind games, trying to outplay each other, the pursuit with Volcarona, all of that sort of stuff, the roar, getting Volcarona, and yeah, overall, it's a really good match. Max, you're a great battler, and I always look forward to battling you because they're always high quality. So I know that Stall is boring to play against and it can be frustrating at times, but I really hope you did enjoy the battle, Max, and I'm sure there's a great chance we'll run into Max again in playoffs, and if that's the case, I know it'll be a tough match then too. So good game, Max, and with that we maintain our first place lead. We have overall the best record in the league, and I think we're now 8-1, with second place being Manu at 7-2, and then yeah, that was, yeah, like, even though it was like Stall, it was really high level play. It was really up there, so yeah, I really hope Max isn't salty or anything like that, and I hope people don't, I hope I don't just get like a bunch of Stall hate. The thing is, when I don't have offense to break through something, I have a strong defensive backbone to rely on, and that's what it came down to. And if I'm able to do the game, if I'm able to win the game with just my defensive backbone chipping away at things, that's what I'll do. And that's safe, reliable, consistent, and predictable on my end. And it's the best way I can take the randomness of Pokemon and bring it under my control. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, at the very least. If you're looking for high-level play, Max makes videos as well too, so be sure to check out his team builders and his matches, because he is definitely a high-level player. And I'll see you guys next week when we play James, I believe. But until then, this has been Night Zero, and this mission is complete.